No, not peach. The peach.
The peach.
Peach.
Like the fruit? Okay, I'm losing translation here.
Yeah.
Like you have
like
bitch,
a fruit.
which is a woman that drives you crazy. Then you have beach, is you go to the sandy beach. And then you go to the beach.
To the beach.
Write it down. You can spell it. What's it called?
Peach.
This word. It's so close. Oh, pitch.
Peach. It's not pitch.
Pitch.
Uh-huh.
Not beach. It would be pitch. Like, yeah. So yes, pitch, not beach. You pitch.
Uh-huh.
So, and also when you throw a baseball, you say you pitcher. Remember the pitcher?
Uh-huh.
He's throwing
Mhm.
pitch. Same word, you know. So.
Yes, and also fruit, peach, and
That would be peach.
Beach on the
Beach, bitch, peach, pitch. It's a tough language. You're doing really well. Your English is great. How young were you when you first started learning English?
It was many years
Yeah.
ago. It was 22 years ago.
Like high school, or
at the beginning of the high school.
What languages do you learn in high school? Like English, I'm assuming.
We have English as the first language.
Yeah, it's like
And
the
Germany
universal language.
as the second language.
Interesting. Yeah, English is a good. I was reading. It's easy to pick up, and they say even 1,000 years from now, it's going to be the language on Mars.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's kind of easy. You know, you can always just kind of understand when people.
Uh-huh.
Did you find it easy? 'Cause I mean,
English?
Yeah.
It's hard to discuss because it's like not native at all, but
Yeah.
you learn for a long time, so
Yeah.
it's most native between all of them. I like that there are a lot of verbals inside. Is a lot of different things that produce from verbals. A lot of things, a lot of forms that connect to verbals. So if you want to describe something that can do action,
Interesting.
English is the most useful language.
The thing is with us is, I think my friend from Bulgaria, she was a linguist, so she knew more English than me. She knew how the science of the language,
Mm-hmm.
because it grows. It's easy because when you're Japanese, all of a sudden you're like, thinking about Facebook, Google. You hear it's funny. Computer. There's no word in Japanese for computer. So you hear computer, and they write it out in Japanese. The sound computer, so they can write it in Japanese. But it's interesting to hear how they took the English words and they just smashed them into the language. But like you said, it has action. You said you like action words, or
No, I like that everything connects to actions in English. So I feel it at the guy from Russia because we have no straight connections to actions inside words.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I only know a little Spanish and some other languages, but overall, there it is. It says all those words, right?
Here's attentive.
Yeah, right?
Joyous.
Joy,
yes.
Experience,
Smile, trust, partnership.
These are interesting words. These are positive words. Those are all positive. Then we have slang. We have a lot of slang, and people make up words. You can make up your own words really quickly. 'Cause like you hear rap or something. Yo, dude, man, motherfucker, what up? Yo, bro. People go, what are you saying? No, yeah. Yo, bro, man.
Yo.
Yo, bro, man. Yo, what can you find? Yo, man, too good. Go, man. Go, nigga, man. Boom. Yo, nigga, man. Thank you. Yeah, you got it. Bring that home.
And then, okay.
But yeah, like you say, it's easy to make up new language. It's a pretty cool language. English, if you think about it, it's just very universal. Because even I was just in Asia, and Vietnam, and of course none of the old people speak English. Zero English. But the young kids.
In Vietnam.
Yeah, but the young kids are always trying to speak English. There are so many Russians. Oh my God. In Da Nang, they took over the city. They took over. It's so crazy because they all go there, I guess, from Siberia, because it's always 88 degrees. It's so super warm. But the menus are in Russian. You're in Vietnam. I went with my friend. She speaks Russian, so from Czech. But it was so funny. And she goes, I'm speaking Russian, all these Russians are here. But they all go to one city, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, really, a lot of people speak Russians. Really.
Yeah,
We don't how much because we can't calculate. There is no exams, such standard exams like TOEFL, IELTS and other things. But we learned that when we started the project many years ago, 5 years ago, I think, or 3 years ago, and we want to understand how much people learn, and to understand that Cambodia, all countries from Warsaw that connected to Soviet, a lot of countries in Africa, Angola, some schools in Turkish, and Vietnam also.
Yeah.
In China there are also a lot of schools that.
I know a lot of people that speak
a lot of people.
Russian.
And it is interesting that Russian language was the third language in internet 5 years ago. Third language.
Whoa.
English, Chinese, and Russian.
Well, you came up with, like, just think of all the famous writers, Dostoevsky, all these people were writing these books, and it was so crazy, and no, but you're thinking about it, I know a lot of Russian speakers in New York City, it's interesting. So anyway.
So maybe...
What's going to happen?
Yes, let's make a form on that thing that will happen. How do you think? First of all, can you describe what you do today? What are the most interesting things?
I would say what I do is I'm a developer. I would say I'm a developer of new and emerging. I used to teach new and emerging technologies. So I work. That means anything new. Like I'm on the cusp of the new. So like new technology, like this. Anything new in technology, in cultural changing, in trying to raise up everybody, their standard of just get everyone out of damn poverty and like feed people. In America it's so bad, we're so bad. But into educator, that's another word. But I started when I was a little baby. My mother said I would sleep with wires. I said, what?
Sleep?
With wires. She said I would go to night and I would have wires all around me. And I said, what am I gonna like strangle myself? She goes, if we took the wires away from you, you would cry. So we had to give you wires. So I've always been into technology, programming when I was really pretty young. We started coding. Into anything with technology. But then as I grew up, I'm liking hardware. Hardware is much more interesting.
Hardware is very interesting, and also clothes.
And now I'm just moving into fashion. I'm playing with clothing, and I'm trying a lot of things. I'm trying.
Yes, I understand. I gotta pay
very
good.
I'm trying to pay my rent.
And what about clothes? For example, what will you want as a social to create?
These are for travelers. I'm creating a clothes. I gave you my card, right? Boom boom. And I'm trying to work out to create a fashion line. A fashion line for travelers. So when you travel to Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, there are a lot. I discovered something really interesting in Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam. A lot of Russian programmers, hackers, they're just hanging out. And I said, what are you guys doing here? They were all from like Central Russia. And they said, there's nothing going on there, It's like, what do you do in the middle of Central? It's like, nothing's happening. So they all come to like Vietnam, and they work in Hanoi. But they say, you're gonna freak out. So I'm seeing all these kids and I say, oh, these are Americans.
It is interesting to go to Vietnam and to see it with own eyes.
Just go. It's so cool. It's so cool. Yeah, no. So all these Russian kids are there. They have like long hair. I didn't know they were Russian. I thought they were American. They have long hair. They have guitars. They're just like playing in the street. Americans are like, oh, and I speak to them. Don't speak English. You're Russian. I'm like, what? So it's like the 60s, the hippies. So it's these hippies. So they just say, because It's like the middle of America. Why all Americans come to New York City?
Mhm.
Because in the middle of the country, at 6 o'clock at night, we say that they turn the lights out. Nothing happening. There's one bar.
Wow.
You know, in the middle of America, nothing goes on. It's the same thing there. These guys would tell me the whole story. So they come from these cities in the middle of Russia, and they just come to Vietnam, and they're hacking. They're coders. You know, and it's so funny. They get paid in Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
They convert it to rubles, I think, and then they convert it to American dollars. Then they convert it to Vietnamese dollars, and then they take it out of the ATM machine. It's like, I'm like, what? Because yeah, they're paying us in Bitcoin. It goes to rubles, to US dollars, to Bitcoin, to Vietnamese dollars, and pow, comes out. But there's a lot of code. There's a bunch of coders and Russian coders. I don't know how they do it. They never go home. They don't go home. They just keep on traveling, like America. You know, they just keep on traveling and traveling. They just keep. They stay on the road because Asia. Have you been to Asia? Have you done any Asia?
No, I haven't been
So
to Asia.
awesome. It's so inexpensive. And it's so cool. Everyone's like, hey brother, cool. You don't have enough. Here's free dinner. Here's free food. Here's free housing. And everyone's just like, so happy. You know, they're so happy.
And you're speaking about China?
I was in
also?
Vietnam.
And Vietnam.
China is kind of shaky. I met a lot of Chinese kids. They're not happy. They're just not like, you know, the country's got the iron firewall. You know, you can't use Google, you can't use GitHub, you can't use Facebook, you can't use Twitter, you can't use YouTube. Of course they do. They just hack the firewall. And they're just not, because there's so many people. The guy said to me, it's just people. They have 100 cities, over 1 million people in every single city. But of course, China's probably really. Have you been to China?
Where?
Have you been to China?
I have never been in Asia.
I would love to go to China, of course, but I found the Vietnamese people super happy. Just the Chinese, cool people, just not as happy. You know, but they're.
And what about in Indonesia?
No, but I'd love to go all those countries. You have Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, Cambodia, Laos. Who's been to Laos? I haven't been to Laos. And Vietnam. So that's that central part. But it's super. You have the big cities, you know, Hanoi and things like that. Saigon, the Ho Chi Minh City. But once you get out into the countryside, it's really rural. It can be like. I'm from New York City. You know, I don't really know that, but I know America. You know, they're very old people. You know, they had that crazy war, which we just never recovered from that war. You know, the Vietnam War, what they call the American War. The first thing is when you're in Vietnam, you go, "Oh, the Vietnam War." You know, no, it's not called the Vietnam. It's called the American War. We had nothing to do with it, but the U.S. never really mentally recovered from that war. We just did. Because it was so bad. We were so bad. You know, we knew it. We was the French. We're trying to help the French recolonize a country. So anyway, but they love Americans. They love everybody.
Vietnam's.
They love everybody. My American friends are like, are they going to hate us? I said, well, why don't you talk to them? They're like, we forgive you. You're just idiots. You didn't know what you were doing. Because look, this is a country, Vietnam. They beat the Chinese. They beat the Japanese, they beat the French twice, and then they beat the Americans. These were the most strongest military in the world. These people, you know, they wear their hats, they're just rice paddy, you know, working farmers. The strongest army in the world. And they beat us. They beat us.
I have not think about Vietnam in this case.
They beat everybody. Everyone wanted. You know, has all the assets. But the French, you know, there's the French story, you know, it was a colony. Cambodia was a French colony. Laos, they call it Laos, we call it Laos. Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam were French. All French. French ruled them. It was a colony. And then they said, we don't want to be a colony anymore. And they beat the French twice. The French came back and said, we're coming back. And they said, no, you're not. So it's very interesting how this, very just people working in a field and they're farmers. How did they beat the world's strongest army? The world's strongest military. So I'm reading about how they did it. It's really interesting. They got the people. Because when you fight a war, there's an army here, right? There's an army here. You know what to do. The problem is, you are fighting an entire country. There's no army. We're fighting the grandmothers, the children, every single person. So you can't win. You can't win. You can't win. There was no army to fight. Like, where are they? We're expecting to see, like any war, this military and this military. And that's how they beat us. They said, you got to go home. You have to leave.
It is interesting. It is very interesting, and also it's interesting what they do with technology today, what they generate, what they're thinking about, how they understand the future.
Well,
but let's go back to Horizon conference.
Oh yeah. Is that you?
So,
Go take.
I would like to.
Yeah, this is my friend. She's a street artist. She does graffiti. Oh yeah, we can just pop that in. Thanks.
Let's plug.
Yeah, but you sound like a traveler. How'd you live in Cyprus? Cyprus sounds crazy. That sounds amazing.
Cyprus.
I mean, how do you get to live in Cyprus? You can just live in Cyprus. I can just go and live in Cyprus. They let me in the country.
Cyprus, it is a Greek place.
Yeah, of course.
It is also a colony of English in the past. It was.
It was English?
In the past, yes.
I didn't know that.
Also, it was under Turkish in the past.
Yeah.
So, it is very close to the Israel.
Yeah.
It is very close to Syria. It is very close to Egypt.
It's close to here. So it's in the middle of everything.
Yes, a lot of. It's at the center of these battles. This
Go
history.
back 2,000 years ago. 3,000. They were fighting, right? All those countries were kind of crazy. Wow. I didn't. What's the population? Is it like 1 million people? Or?
It's about 2 million people, I think. Yes.
2 million.
Maybe 3.
Is it mostly tourism or fishing? I mean, there's no industry, right? They build. I mean, but I mean, tourism must be big,
They have advanced tourism, really advanced. Also, there are 4 cities in Cyprus. It is Nicosia, it is the capital.
Okay.
It is in the center. So when you are living in Nicosia, it's 1 million.
Right. So that's a big city.
That's a big city. Yes, a lot of very interesting things in this city. A lot of music, very different to other. Cyprus Innovation Center, also there.
Wow. But did you live in the city or on the beach?
I live in Limassol. Limassol, it is the second biggest city. Yes, it is very interesting that about 30% of Limassol people speaks Russian. It's too much. Yes, it's
crazy.
And it is the IT capital.
So you were doing tech?
Yeah. It was connected cryptocurrency.
I know more. That's interesting you mentioned that. Yeah, I worked for the programmer. Right. He was in Cyprus. So it's cryptocurrency in Cyprus. So it's its own country. Interesting. And how is the beach life? BEACH.
Yes. Very good. The weather is very good. I remember when I was on the 1st January, it was winter, and the sun was so cold, and you're sitting in t-shirt, waiting your bus, eating pizza, sitting on the sun.
And I assume it's not that expensive if you're living there permanently. But you can stay there. You said 2 years.
Yeah, I stayed 1.5 year.
They let you stay, like this visa issue, or did you? You have to renew your visa, like, or somebody.
If you have European Schengen visa, you can also go to Cyprus because it is part of the European Union. They have some special laws, but it is open, and they have no problems with Russia today at all.
Yeah. I think they just want to hang out, party, and hit the beach. Wow.
Beach, sky, mountains, nature. It is all about Cyprus.
I'm going. Thank you. Cyprus rocks. And do they? So they speak? What language do they speak?
Greek. usually Greek. But they also learn English well because it was
from England. Now, did they? Oh, so they kicked the English out. I mean, we say boot. They made the English. When did the English leave? The English don't like to leave anywhere. I mean, how did they get rid of them? How did they kick the English out of Cyprus? And when did it become a free country? How long ago?
How they become free? Oh, it's
a battle, or what happened?
They don't like England today, some of them, and they have a story about it. Maybe they tell another story to English,
right.
But to Russian, I can talk.
Tell me the story.
Yes, it's not my story. It's from a native. It's from native Cyprus people. There was an interesting situation. It was about 15 of the last century.
Oh, okay.
As I 16 maybe.
Right.
So they were under England. So,
right.
They have I don't know which currents inside the culture, but they want to be independent.
Sure, of course.
Yes, they. I think something like revolution. I don't know.
Right.
Yes, and have a deal with England that they will take the independence, and I will put us, and England will stay with some
like a
territory.
Okay. Yeah.
Military ships, aircraft.
Right.
For about 4 or 5 places in Cyprus.
Right.
And then give protection, military protection.
Sure.
Also, English have some deals with Turkish. They have some wars.
Yeah, of course. So what year was this like about? What year was all this happening?
It's about
1600s or 1960s?
No. It was in last century.
Oh, well, okay.
60.
Okay.
60, 50.
Yeah.
And so Turkish has deals with Syria with they have a lot of, and also there is part about 10% Turkish in the north of Cyprus. And they decide to be independent from Cyprus.
Oh, that's right.
And Turkish support them.
Yeah, that's right. They've always had this battle. Oh, right. They had a battle not long ago.
Yes, but England was in connection with Turkish, then closed their eyes on that situation. And Cyprus today they understand that there are 2 parts of Cyprus.
Right, Turkey and Greece.
Yes. And
they had a war not long ago. I mean, not last century or something. 60s, right? Yeah.
But they want to union, so there are a lot of speaking discussions inside politics between people. A lot of people speaking about politics.
Yeah, that's fun. We like politics. So, but is it still half Greek and half Turkey, or they are 100% independent? Like, let's get rid of everybody. We just want to be Cyprus.
No, it's very different parts today. It's very different parts, and it's divided. So you can go from one part.
But there's no border crossing.
But in special place, so you can't use your car to reach.
They're so silly.
No, of course you can if you know the places. I think.
Yeah.
But
they still have it divided.
Yeah. But you need
to. It's 2018. Come on, dude, wake up. Where are we, like in the 16th century?
Yes.
Love boys. This whole thing is so silly. It's such a beautiful place.
Yeah, but I think that people who divide, they're not in 21st century.
They'll die off. All the young kids. The young kids probably don't even care. They just want to, get stoned to listen to, Kanye West. It's the whole thing.
Kanye West?
Yeah. I mean in Cyprus. They just want to listen to like rap music and hang out and go to the beach. Yeah. No, because I saw that war. It was a bad war between Greek and Turkey on Cyprus. What's up with that? That was crazy. No, I remember a photographer. It was really bad. You're like, what up, dude? What are you doing? Anyway.
Do you want to taste our thing?
Yes.
So
I'm told that after I finish this, I'll speak perfect Russian. Is that the marketing material?
This?
Yeah, you have to say that.
This?
Yeah. You say you put this on, and in 15 minutes you're fluent in Russian.
I don't understand.
I mean, I'll be fluent in any language.
Ah.
You have to do like science fiction. You said, yes, where this, he came in here now, he doesn't speak a word of Russian. But when he tried on our device, and next I'll be going like, hey, but that, now we're going to have him speak German. Was ist das? Das ist das. This is our new device. And you can order it right now online.
Yes, it's very universal to brainwaves.
Give me any I can speak any language. I mean calculus. I mean, I'll speak, Portuguese. Kind of like exaggerate.
And also, if you...
Oh boy, what am I getting myself into? Can you take you have to take a picture of me before I go. So I can put it online and just shoot it to me. What am I have to see it. Okay, so let me examine this device.
Of course.
Mobile FCC radio, 1.5 volts, 95 milliamps, made in China. Oh great.
It was on Amazon.
It's on Amazon?
This one was bought at Amazon.
Now what? Okay, so I understand where the sensor. Oh, it's through here.
This one.
And it's a pulse.
No, it's a measure.
It's just measuring.
And this one.
What do you put in there? I mean, your
yes.
finger, or what goes on there? Okay, well show me. Yeah. You can buy this on Amazon? You're kidding me. So what part is your part of this? What are you doing?
We are making a software that's working with such type of devices, with BrainLink, MindLink, NeuroSky, Muse, Emotive, with different neuro headsets.
Yeah.
Also, there is Consciousness Lab in French that started their company. So we want to connect different devices, and you can use that type for new type of communication.
So the idea would be you have your app.
Yes.
And you tune in somehow.
Tune in?
Tune in like a dial. That's what I'm saying. I want to feel happy. I want to forget my girlfriend, who's just terrible. Right? I want to get smarter. What happens? Then you start looking at old people. We call them senior citizens, over 65. Because 65 is the retirement age in America.
65?
65. Other countries it's like 55. We're nuts. But because once you're 65, you can get the Social Security. So every American past 65, you get maybe $1,000 US a month for the rest of your life until you die. So we call, but they're all old and they're like falling. Alzheimer's disease is going to kill everybody. 50 million people. So when you market these things, we use the word clinical trials. So you get 10 seniors, okay, and they all try it. And you take data, you collect data before, like they were really sad. They tried this, they tuned in on your app, happy, and all of a sudden they felt much better.
How it works, it's interesting. Of course, they can inject the state of happiness in some point of view.
All of those.
For example, we are the words that you can write on the door.
Yeah. So
I want to be support, positive energy, honest.
Those are all happy words. Who wrote that?
We wrote that.
Oh, it's good. You got most of them. Most of them. It's good.
It was a training. It's about giving. So you can give joy, you can give experience, you can give smile, and you can take, for example. This about giving.
Interesting.
If you have qualities or things connected to this, you can give.
I like mind control.
Mind control, you like?
Yeah, that's great. It's like mind control. It's the future. I love all that crazy stuff.
Mind control.
It's like sci-fi, science fiction.
And who control? Or you can.
Well, that's the issue. Who controls? Who controls your mind? Then it's, like science fiction, right? It's like kind of a movie, like who's in control. And then we break free, all these crazy things like that. So let me try it. Tell me, how does this work? I want to see it. Is this ready to go?
Yes, it's ready.
What's going to happen?
Well, let's put it.
Mind control.
And also, this is our logo.
So it's all Bluetooth? Oh, there I am.
Yes, it's Bluetooth. Bluetooth.
So you guys are doing this software.
Yes, we're doing software.
What you're doing in Java then, on Android.
In Java?
Yes, Java.
Yeah.
What about iOS? What about Swift? Swift is hardcore. I'm telling you, hardcore.
We are. My Mindwave Mobile is here. We are we're coding our iOS version.
Oh, good.
But today, in Play Markets, there is only
Android.
TuSion Android version. Yes.
Yeah. Well.
Now it works. Mm-hmm.
I've learned. I use all the languages, but the Swift language, so just C++ on the iPhone, it's so crazy. It's so far out. It's out to here. It's so smart. But this is Java. A lot of this coding you can get done in probably Russia, Poland, China, Belarus, India. Pretty reasonable. What we would do for iOS, we would build the app on the iPhone, and then we would send it to India for Android. We always design first on iOS because it's and then we would say, okay, we go to India, make it look just like this, and that's what we do. But we always develop first. But still, hey, you got to work on Android. I haven't played it more with Android. Everyone doesn't like Apple now. We're like, we don't want Apple anymore. They're just saying, let's use Android.
We need to connect, to put the sensor in the place where it will be connected to the...
Oh, this is going to be interesting, because I had an operation. I have a hole in my head.
Hole?
Yeah.
Hole or hole?
Hole. This part of my brain, right in here, there's a big hole there. It was removed in surgery. So let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Is this a joke or not?
No, it's not a joke.
Okay, it's interesting very much. It's very interesting. It's so 0, 0, 0.
Does that mean what? I'm dead?
No, because they process EEG and if
my brain's not even working?
And if they can't process finally, they show 0, 0. So, and also I don't like that electrodes hasn't find connection to
my head.
Now it's okay. I see.
But maybe my brain. Yeah. Right here. Where is it? Right here. It's a big hole. They removed the skull. They thought I had cancer. They were wrong. I survived.
Wow.
Yeah. It's crazy. I know. I love the logo. Who did the artwork? It's nice.
Lev. It is our co-founder. He make all design.
He did the UI. Oh, good.
Now it shows the number.
That's my brain. I can't believe I can get this on there. This is nice coding. Look at that. Who did it? That's interesting.
Yes, I said it is. So, what is the concept?
Tell me the concept.
It is TuSion, the application TuSion. And there is logo, yes.
Love the logo. It's very cool.
Logo. This logo. TuSion and faces and ways. So you can skip the vision to faces, and in the nearest future, you'll see faces with eyes, with
expression,
all details. Yes.
That's crazy.
Because there is special area that focused on face recognition.
Facial recognition in the brain. What part of the brain?
No, it's visual cortex.
Visual cortex. Okay.
And when you lose this focus on face recognition, you stay on with ways, very beautiful ways. So we understand that your vision, I think now your vision can change a lot of in reality.
Yeah, of course.
Let's start with that.
So it's measuring my brain waves first. But can you change my brain? I mean, can you send pulses into my brain?
Via this device, not.
Oh, I want that.
It will be interesting, but the idea is to. It's like
It's like
So
it's measuring my
let me
brain.
describe.
Yeah.
Yes, there are two parameters. It is neurosky terms. In terms of neurosky, the manufacturer of this device. On the left, it is relaxation, meditation. On the right, it is focus, attention.
Because I meditate every day.
So, when there is a 2D axis. From left to right, it is meditation. 0 on left, right, 100 on right. And also from top to down, it is attention level. 0 on top, down. So when you go from top to down, it means that your attention become more higher. Understand? And when you go from left to right, your relaxation go higher.
Right.
So in terms of art, it means that when you do the painting, like it means that you relax and you became more attention. So different paint elements connected to brain state switching.
Well, it's very graphical.
And it is near art, brain art, yes.
Brain artist. Brain artist.
Brain art. Brain art.
Very interesting.
And so different people have different area where it's going, different features, different elements. For example, some people like some people have this snake that connects to their brain that cover all the area. Some people have which goes only this. I will make a screenshot to send you.
Yeah.
Your brain art.
Brain art. That's a great idea. Beautiful mathematics, right?
Yeah, it's very simple and very beautiful and shows the ideas. I see that you can, for example, there is a special state, a special different state, but let me say that
like alpha.
For example, theta state, yes, that usually connect to meditation. Usually, there are a lot of different situations and various moments, but we can speak about as a meditation, right? And we can induct the states doing something. For example, right? And using this, you can understand the letters how you induct the states. For example, you can do something relaxing, then go back to attention, then relax, and keeping that rhythmic, you can do some process that will induct your meditation states.
How would connect sound to it? Because you would hear like a sound, like when you're meditating. You would. I think I sent you that link. They're trying something similar. I Facebooked you. They're doing for meditation, but it's feedback. It's feedback. So you're going like this, and also you want to go deeper and deeper and deeper. So you're hearing it go. See, it would not be hard. And then you play. In other words, you're using the sound because your eyes are closed. When you're meditating, you're generally like closed eyes.
And let's check. Close your eyes. Okay. No, the most interesting that it's start to go only there. here.
Is this the meditative state? Is this the theta?
It is meditation state,
or?
yes. Relaxation. You have a very...
Oh, look, I pulled it right now.
Now you go. But he was... Tun, 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 tun.
What would cause that? Why is it doing that?
Why?
Is this the more relaxation in
Yes,
this
it is.
region?
This region is most relaxed. This
Ah.
zero relaxed, 100 relaxed.
Oh.
So you're here.
Yeah, I can go pretty deep. I've been meditating for decades.
Uh-huh.
If you need an experimenter to experiment on.
No, you understand the idea of
Yeah.
this art. So it is an art, and also there is an art therapy.
Oh, look, because I moved all the way over here now.
Now
Yeah.
you're here. Now here, and also it is interesting how to be, for example, here you during the discussion conversation.
Yeah, because I can see. Look, it's just totally over here now, right?
Now,
it's
yes.
It's not even over there.
Mhm.
Can we try again?
Again?
Yeah.
You want to try?
Yeah, I want to see if I can push it off. In
All
other words, I
of-
want to be all here for 1 minute.
Okay, I can delete all of them. Now let's start.
Let's do a meditation. Say when? Okay, I'll start.
Mhm. Now you're here. And last time you was here.
Yeah. I was thinking about an old girlfriend for a second. So that pushed me.
So some of it's connected to the girlfriend.
Yes. That guy just drove me crazy.
Uh-huh.
But you know, I try to do 20 minutes in the morning. Every morning, 20 minutes of meditation.
Every morning.
Yeah, I was thinking right there.
Every morning it's really cool. I still have no...
Start with 2 minutes.
Every morning?
2 minutes. But the thing is, you say, oh, my mind is going crazy, it's blah, 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 blah. Don't worry. Don't worry. And just what you do is, because I just got back from a yoga meditation 4-week class in the jungle in Vietnam. And the thing is, when you do is you always breathe through your nose. Okay, oh, then this thing's like this, you know. Alternate nostril breathing. They say it synchronizes the hemispheres. So all these yogic practices, these are like 2,000 years old. We do one like to empty the lungs, but then you do this synchronization. Alternate nostril breathing. This is like 2,000 years old. You know, you just go 1 in, hold, and then you go. You hold. So you alternate nostril. So we say alternate nostril breathing. 2,000 years old. 2,000 years old. But the breathing in the yoga I do, the breathing, you know, you have the postures, yeah, when you're moving around. But this traditional yoga, the postures are immaterial. You know, that's like ridiculous. Their whole thing is on meditation, diet, nutrition, you know, what else do they do? Breathing. Breathing is a whole yogic thing. The breathing is that important.
Breathing.
Right, just through this yogic breath. And not just, like when you breathe, right? You just do it. No one taught us how to breathe. So during the course of the day, we call it shallow breathing. You never breathe deep. You can't. You're, okay, let's do this. Look how many times we breathe. Who's controlling our breath? But with yogic, they call it yogic breathing. You're going, yeah, it's diaphragm, and then you're full breathing. And every time you let out, exhale, you go deeper, and then you slow your breath down.
With each breath? Go deeper and deeper?
Go deeper. So you slow down. You slow down the breathing. And then eventually you're in, you know, like the yogis in India, right? Then you get into the trance state. You just... But the whole thing with yoga is the end. What's the end result? What is the end result? It's to connect to like your sort of inner, that you are God. This is their theory, right? You don't have to go to India. You don't have to go to yoga camp. You don't have to go anywhere. From 2,500 years ago, Vedic studies, that they learned that it's all inside. It's all there. You just have to remove. There's a word, I don't know what the English Russian translation would be, veil, like a sheet over your head. You could, like we say a veil. That's kind of an older word. So you have 5 of them. You have 5 of them. And what you're doing is, let me just, can I draw it? So let's just say you, here you are. Okay. They say you have these 1, 2, 3, 4. Covers everything. So you don't even know what's going on. And the idea is the yogic practice basically puts a hole through this. And then you can see the true self.
Now I understand the transition.
Yeah, this is what
it is the understanding of world, and now I understand what reflects in the reality to that.
So they're called Vedic. This is way back. This is before anyone was doing anything. It's like going before the pyramids. You know?
It is the first time I understand the tradition.
Yeah, it's very. But that there is. And you don't, once again, people say, I gotta go find God. God is out there. I gotta go here. I gotta do this. You're saying, no. You can be in the middle of Times Square. And you can reach a state of enlightenment.
Spectacle, Snapchat classes.
I didn't see the blue ones. The blue ones are new. I like the blue ones. Yeah, the blue ones are cool. I haven't seen it. We got them when they first came out, you know? And we were playing with them. Yeah, these are cool, right? And you just tap and... Well, you're a Snap kid.
No, I want to use. I have still no friends to communicate that use Snapchat.
I can be your Snapchat friend.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
so you'll be the first one.
I'll be the first Snapchat. I have like one other person. Terrible. But this then, so far you can go with this. So you guys are really working on the software. What's the next? Like, what do you want to see this in 3 years? I mean, what?
Let's. I would like, because we know we don't. Let's use this because they have another.
This has more sensors.
Yes, but it's give the same data. This because they use this chip. They made a chip that you can use yourself if you build neuro devices. So they produce really very interesting value for all that.
Yeah, if I'm going to search on Amazon, what do you call these devices? I mean, what do you like, brain wave machines, brain stimulator?
No, well, this one it is brain link.
Brain link. Yes.
This is Neurosky. Neurosky. Interesting idea, yes?
Yeah, I like it.
Brain link is also an interesting idea.
So this measure, it's like an what is it, EEG? Is it called?
Yeah.
EEG, electroencephalograph.
Yes, EEG, neuro devices, neuro interfaces, neuro headsets.
So it's really okay. So what is the thing now where you actually, instead of me sending information out, you're actually sending information in?
You want to send information in?
You want to stimulate the brain. You want to pulse.
No, we don't want. Our idea.
Tell me your idea.
Is I tried to find this Bluetooth device. Let me.
I think that's the next step, and also measuring out, but also pulsing electromagnetic pulses into my brain.
It is interesting. Instrument to inductive state. It isn't.
In other words, I don't want to meditate. I just want to put on the machine, and I'm already meditating. That's the next. That's interesting. Legally, that could be a little tricky, but it's kind of interesting because that's the future. Isn't Elon Musk? What is his company?
Neuralink.
That's his company.
Yeah, Elon Musk's company. Yeah.
We
have now.
What do they do? They're trying to put like a chip in your brain or something?
Yeah. They want to make something invasive. We still haven't talked to them. It will be very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, yours is correct. You're measuring. You have like a portable EEG. You know, they can just play with and measure your brain.
Our idea is to all of you to understand how you activate brain and learn different type of brain activation.
Yeah.
For example, you can activate this part,
Yeah.
this
Move it
in
around.
special way, and or special switching from this room, this, and using that new feeling how your brain activated
Right.
in, for example, in meditation process, in learning process, in different sports, in everywhere.
It's big. I mean, what do you do every day? What's your daily day? What do you work on? Are you a coder or a business person or a marketing person or thinker?
Well, I think I'm the first as a founder of that project.
Right.
Here it is different what we do in New York and what we do in St. Petersburg. In St. Petersburg, sometimes I code, sometimes I write something connected to our concepts. Sometimes I'm just speaking with my friends about that, speaking with people.
What's your business model? I mean, do you have venture capital money now? Did someone finance you guys, or you're a startup?
Startup, right? Our business model is making application app, which have a subscription.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Free type and not non-free type, and people can use different games connect to different brain type of activation. So you learn different letters of alphabet of activation.
That's cool.
And some of them will be very beautiful. I think some of them will be created by artists, and they can take some money.
Right. What about you? Could be so cool. Times Square. Times Square, 42nd Street. They have those giant billboards, right? Which is kind of unique in the world, I think. You wear this, and the art is like 50 feet by 300 feet, and you actually, is it for an advertisement? It'd be kind of cool. You're sitting there, and all of a sudden you see this. Very cool.
How much is it? How do you think?
A lot. I wouldn't even imagine. But you know what? Who knows? Could be a guy says, guys, I think it's a really cool idea. I'll give you 15 minutes, no charge. You don't know. It's very, a lot of things is cool. Like, dude, man, look, I think you guys are really cool. I'll just for free. You don't know. Whereas the other guy, it's going to be $35,000.
So I still don't see this.
Where am I? Oh, yeah, you need the link. Turn on Bluetooth.
Turn on Bluetooth.
iPhone is really good for Bluetooth and stuff like that.
iPhone?
Yeah, they really got it down. They have the developer's kit. It's really slick. And what's an NFC chip, the near field chip? But they have low range Bluetooth. That's it cool. No, but you're in the right place. I mean, think like, where's it going to be in 25 years?
Ago?
No, future.
Uh-huh.
What do you think? 25 years from now.
Which is interesting.
I think at that point you'll be learning a language.
I think on the first, I think about that. Today we have a lot of things in our education, a lot of classrooms that connect to specific area. History, biology, mathematics, physics, literature, sociology, a lot of philosophy on the high stage.
Right.
Yes.
But I try to think of a futurist. I'm a futurist.
Yeah. But now I understand that when we learn different things, we learn different type of how it works with our brain.
Right.
It works with our brain is a strange phrase, but how we activate it.
Yeah.
Because what we can see something, we can hear something. Every part of that element reality go through our vision, and then go to us, what we know about ourselves, about world around.
I think Alzheimer's, everyone's getting it because people live too long. No one wants to die. So everyone is getting Alzheimer's. So billions, hundreds of billions of dollars of money is here. So it's almost if you could propose to a medical school or something. We are collecting data, and when we use our simulator, we can detect Alzheimer's 3 years before you can do it by, a tracer or something in the blood.
And
that's
very important.
Yeah, because then they can say,
important.
so we're ahead of the time. So you already say, hey, I noticed using this, because it's so sensitive, that maybe you're resource susceptible, or you have a greater chance of getting Alzheimer's. And now you're going to go, oh my God, blah, blah. So I bet you start running, you start working out, you're more conscious, you don't eat junk food anymore. It's like, we do this sequencing.
You're speaking about Alzheimer's now?
Yeah. So the Alzheimer's patients, so I would just say you collect data, and you in one thing, so you can detect, I'm just making this up, ALZ, 6 years.
What means ALZ?
Oh, that's a shortcut.
Okay.
They'll say ALZ. We'll say ALZ. So you can detect ALZ 6 years before anything. 6 years before it is another word for it. Manifest, right? And manifest means appears. With your device, you can try a group of senior citizens or something like that, and you say, look at this. They have no EEG, electroencephalogram, EEG. But they're not really, it's open. The field is open right now. So you can try. This would be very interesting to try this one.
And how do you think, with connection to brain activation?
You have to collect data. You just have to collect tons of data.
Okay. So you think that it will be very interesting for them to give that data to make research to.
Yeah. Because this is where a lot of venture funding is too.
Okay.
Because the government, it's not from who's financing this? It's the government. Because who pays for the long-term care?
And why they don't try to use psychedelic science for?
Too radical. It's too radical. Too much. They can't. Look at America. We just finally got cannabis. It's like but they are. Because tomorrow Canada is 100% legal. So what I'm trying to tell people is, I was saying we should use very small. Remember microdosing? They were always talking about microdosing. Everyone's microdosing in California. So they take 10 milligrams of LSD every morning. It's like a vitamin. They take it every morning. And the programmers are going like, "Whoa, I'm programming much." You don't feel it. There's no psychedelic experience. Are there any psychedelics in Russia? Probably hard to find, right?
It is abandoned by the
underground.
government. It's
So same here too, of course. I put you in jail here, but there's probably mushrooms. Because that could be. So what they do is every morning, these guys at Apple, I know big senior people at Apple, Google, Facebook, every single day they take psilocybin or LSD. But you don't feel it. You wouldn't even know. You're like, "Hey Joe, how you doing?" Great. So, but you read online on Reddit. You read on Reddit. They talk about it on Reddit constantly.
Yeah. Of course, if you want to find information, if you want to find elements or all of that, you can find it today in all that.
You could combine this with psychedelics. Psychedelics, it's tougher to get through, but with cannabis, right? And you have microdosing. This is brand new.
And microdosing, it is also, I think it is legal, yes, in California, right?
Yeah, it's going to be legal in Canada tomorrow, in 8 hours. 100%. It's going to be legal this is the big change in America, because it was hidden for years. There's no research. They put people in jail. Hundreds of thousands, millions of, someone told me 23 million Americans have been arrested. 23 million people have been arrested because it's too crazy. But now, of course, everyone's using it. So a microdose of cannabis or psilocybin with your machine and Alzheimer's, we got a lot of potential here. Do you have an MD or a doctor involved? If you can get a doctor on board, maybe at a university? That would help, because that's always, it helps if
we're in connection.
With a university, medical school or something like that.
We're connection. For example, I'm a PhD student in Russia at Institute of the Human Brain of Russian Academy of Science, physiology PhD student. So it's connected to biology. My advisor, Yuri Konoplev, knows a lot of things about biofeedback, neurofeedback.
Wow, cool.
Yes,
Whoa.
He's the founder of different ideas in that field.
You have to send me.
But we still have no super connection how to do all the stuff.
Can you
want? Yeah. Yuri Konoplev.
No, remember I would tell you back in the Cold War that the CIA and the KGB were like competing with each other? They were trying to, people said, I can see where Khrushchev is. He's in his room. He's walking to the drawer. The papers are in the drawer. And in the KGB, he's going, I see where the president is. He's taking something now. But they were doing this. They were like, this is a big thing. It's really very interesting. A lot of people are interested in the United States in this because it's called distance. Oh, he would know about it. Distance viewing. So they took, look, you got almost 8 billion people in the world. You got to figure one person can do this, right?
Yes, but I think.
Yeah, viewing. So
I think it is very complex things for our consciousness of today. Distance viewing, as I see.
Yeah, they're still trying it. Bye.
Bye, Nastya.
They're still crazy.
Very exciting. Что именно? Okay. Okay. Nastya is very exciting.
I love this accent. I had a girlfriend from Czech and from Serbia. And it's like,
With like accent.
Accent? So sexy for an American. We just go, oh my god.
For me too.
Good.
And also Nastya is very exciting. So if
was she a coder, programmer? What is she doing?
She helped to organize different meetings. She speaks. He do a lot of work that we don't know.
Project management?
Also that I think a lot of work that she's doing, we don't know what she do, but
she's doing it. That's all I count.
Goes.
That's fine, as long as everything goes. Okay, how am I doing in time? Okay, I have an hour, right? No, 40 minutes.
Okay, I can't find this device.
Maybe you have to restart, reboot. What do you usually do in this situation?
It's connected.
You got a lot of code going on here. I think we should do an iOS version at the same time. Because we're connected.
Wow.
Okay, there we go.
Let me check on my head. Example, this one.
Oh, I love this one. This is cool.
Since some time it will.
This is a different interface.
Yeah.
I like this. This is cool.
This game.
Oh, so you can move things around.
I need to get the data. The data is still hidden from the.
Right. So it's gotta.
We can't get data. We need time.
I like this. He had fun programming this.
Yes, it elements of generative art.
Did you see the movie? You know the movie Minority Report with Tom Cruise? You should see that one. That's a good one. It's talking about this kind of stuff. Here's your book. That's right. It's where it's Minority. Oh, you should like this movie. This movie's really good. Tom Cruise. And what happens is they know from your brainwaves if you're going to commit a crime. So they arrest you before you commit the crime. Minority Report.
Minority Report?
Yeah, check this movie out. It's pretty good. Yeah, you'll like it. But it's like this. But they're like, he's going to commit a crime tomorrow because they saw his brainwaves today. So they arrest him ahead of time. He's already arrested. Yes, I haven't done a crime. But you're going to do a crime. And they're like, so he gets like arrested himself. And he says, what do you mean I'm a good guy? No, we discovered that tomorrow you're going to commit like a murder. So we're arresting you today. But I haven't done anything. It doesn't matter. But anyway.
It's still.
No, that's all right. That's all right.
Okay. Wait. And what? Okay. What?
Is that my book? That's your book. Okay.
Yes. What do you think? I write something before when you came about Donald Trump, not about how to do more positive create, how to make it not dangerous. It's about psychedelics. How to because we met each other on Horizon conference.
Yeah.
I like Third Wave company, you know. Do you know this company? They have
Third Wave?
Third Wave.
I think I've heard of this company.
They...
yeah, I've heard of this company. Where are they located?
Advanced microdosing and other in California.
They're in California.
Yes.
Because you know, microdosing is illegal in the U.S. It's not legal. But cannabis is illegal.
Yes, they want to
check?
No. They want to develop that idea because they...
It's amazing that they can do that.
Yes, and they have very interesting social construct because what means legal and illegal? We want to make a lot of things legal, but if you do something illegal, we can't create a culture.
No, yeah.
And illegal things, that thing that we have no culture with that, so we don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
So this is illegal.
You gotta spend a month in California.
Yes, and
Everyone,
but they have a very interesting social concept how to make it, how to give culture to that process, how to make community, how to make.
I don't know how they can do it because it's illegal. It's really illegal. But California, you have to remember, California thinks they don't even belong to the United States.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, yo, dude, we don't like those. Look, man, we're Google, we're Facebook, we're Apple, we're Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we don't care about you. And they said, the U.S. government said, well, you better, because we're telling you, like, Uber,
Uber.
Like Uber first started out, they,
Uh-huh.
they thought, oh, we're just going to do it. We're going to break all the law. And the San Francisco said, we have to tell you what to do. But California is very open to what you're saying. It's a microdosing culture. Mm-hmm. That's new. You're on something brand new.
St. Petersburg is also very open because a lot of things happen in St. Petersburg. Also, Russian Revolution happened.
Oh, that's St. Petersburg. Where was Leningrad?
Leningrad, right?
That's not St. Petersburg anymore.
It is. It's not St. Petersburg, but it's the old name. Leningrad.
The history of Leningrad. It's so crazy. The war there was insane. It was so insane.
Mm-hmm.
My friend, the Russian guy, he said, my grandmother, I talked to her. She says, I'm going to burn down the house before the Germans come. But he goes, Grandma, it's like that war was 30 years ago. We can just fly to Berlin tomorrow and have dinner. It doesn't matter. I'll burn down my house. So anyway, they're so tough. They're really tough.
So
okay, are you connected? 22? I'm not seeing any connection here. Bluetooth it should find you.
Connected.
It's telling you it's connected. That's pretty clear.
But we don't get data. Let's go back. It will start get data in some minutes. Let's go back to California. I say that it is for us. What means in this case? In this viewpoint, I say that our application is the most interesting application today for flying inside.
Yeah, I see that. The military stuff is kind of crazy. I've seen the crazy stuff because they want the pilot to not even know. It's too much information. They can't. It's like
not flying in the aircraft, flying in the
mentally. Okay, same thing. Yeah.
Same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, same thing. Yes.
But I would keep an eye out with like military guys. They're so wacky, But they're trying to do things because when you're a pilot in a fighter jet, you're going the speed of sound, 3 times the speed of sound. It's coming at you like you can't process. So they're trying to use this kind of control. But I like it for you for meditation. Flying. That's a good name for a company.
Let's use this device. I have some problem.
Okay. I probably have to head out soon. But I need a photo before I go.
You want
put this on? Yeah, with my snaps on.
Okay.
Okay, so I have this. And I have this.
Wow. You want together?
Yeah, I'll do it all together. You can just snap. And is it all set? If you go and you just go to YouTube, this is like you have an assignment tonight. This is the best. It's so cool. It's very long, so don't. You may have to break it up. YouTube. Okay. Okay. So if you go to Elon, of course. Oh, I love your keyboard. Elon and Joe. This guy Joe Rogan is crazy. He's out in LA. Watch this one. It's so nuts. Oh, there's Elon. It's 2.5 hours. Yeah, he's like our crazy American. He's like, what the fuck? What's going on? Be a shit.
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan. Yeah, he did Michael Pollan, who spoke the first night. At the. Sorry. There we go. Yeah, he's like there, and there's our man.
Wow.
Yeah, you have to watch it. It's really interesting. He's like, you humans are gone.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm out of
What
here.
you have to do.
I'm out of
You
here.
have to know that moment.
But this is one of the best things I've seen. You just have to get through it. But it's like, he talks about, he's like, AI.
4,
I tried to warn
3,
you.
2,
No one listened.
1, boom. Thank you. Thanks for doing this, man. Really
It's
appreciate
cool.
it.
You're welcome.
It's very good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And thanks for not lighting this place on fire.
You're welcome. That's coming later.
How does one, just in the middle of doing all the...
It's like they beat us up, they run you over, that's where you get art, music, all the creative juices come from that. People music for right? You're in a pretty hip area. You're in a very hip area. This is called the Flat Iron.